God damn, guys. God damn.
Hello. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing here today on your WWE Clash in Paris 2025 official post-show review here by your boys over at NHP for what was, overall an enjoyable show. I enjoyed the show for the most part. Man. Yeah,
It was
I have a couple questions about the show. But for the most part, I did enjoy the show. I yet again have I have another one of these WWE pay-per-views where it's very emotional during a certain match. Yet very gratifying because goddamn, he can still go.
The GOAT can still move, dog.
Bro. However, yeah, I thought the show, for the most part, was good. I thought it was a good show.
Yeah, overall, it was a good show, man. I usually, even with this one, a lot of times you don't end up leaving WWE pay-per-views all that excited. It was an interesting ending to the show that we'll eventually get to, man. But other than that, it was a fine show. I liked the opener. Actually, I really liked the tag match. I liked Rusev and Sheamus. I loved Cena and Logan. And then, we had the Monday night, the main event to the show, man, which, that's kind of its own can of worms. But overall, it wasn't a bad night, man. They've definitely had worse, I'll tell you that.
Yes, they did. So, the main event. The match itself, I thought was good.
Yeah.
I thought the match was really good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time watching the match for the most part. I thought everybody did a good job. The ending, on the other hand, I'm a little on the fence with it because it just it feels to me sometimes that WWE maybe feels like that fire that they were on is maybe starting to die out a little bit. So it maybe just seems sometimes like we make moves out of desperation when we don't have to. We just have to stop booking for whoever we're booking for right now, which is sometimes I don't even know who.
No.
I don't know who they're booking for. So Becky Lynch comes out, joins the Vision. I don't even know if I could say that, though. I don't know if this is a one-off. I don't know if this is Seth Rollins' act of desperation because his boys got kicked out of the arena. On one hand, I like it because it sets up Punk and AJ versus Seth and Becky, which is something to keep the feud fresh.
Yeah.
If we are going to drag this out till WrestleMania, you're going to need something like that because those two is going to get boring real quick. And a lot of people will argue it's already fucking boring. So I do like that element of it because it sets up Punk and AJ. However, if it doesn't set up Punk and AJ, because again, there's always the possibility AJ doesn't want to come back, which is completely up to her. If she doesn't want to come back, then holy shit, what are we doing? But on the other hand, if she does want to come back, it will keep things fresh. It will. It will add another element to the story of Seth and CM Punk feuding over the World Heavyweight Championship, or their long storied rivalry or whatever they got going on. It will keep it fresh until WrestleMania. I will say that. And obviously, I would love to have AJ Lee back, but I just don't want to really get my hopes up too much. Also, the thing with AJ Lee returning, are we returning AJ to have a match at WrestlePalooza, or is she going to be like, an AJ Lee return is something you do at a Rumble, a SummerSlam, or a WrestleMania, in my honest opinion. Bringing her back for a show like WrestlePalooza just to counter AEW. I think, you see what I mean sometimes when I say I just feel we do things to, oh, we need to light the world on fire, or like sometimes I think they just step in that direction a little too hard of, well, we need to do something that's going to control the chatter or control the buzz online, when it's just like, you don't necessarily have to do that, because especially if you look at a case like Becky Lynch, Becky, I thought, was doing great in the women's division. I mean, even if you look at the women's division on Monday Night Raw, there's a lot of names she can go up against and elevate. You look at Bayley and Lyra and Stephanie Vaquer, Io Sky, Kairi Sane, Asuka, Rhea Ripley. The names on that roster are endless for her to work with. And obviously there's a bunch of names in NXT you can call up, and that would be a great feud with Becky Lynch. Jordan Grace, Blake Monroe, Jada Parker, Lola Vice, Sol Ruka, Zarya, right? So, like, I just thought Becky was doing so great. And it also just scares me a little bit, because Becky was also doing great in 2019, and so was Seth. And then they put them together, and it just completely went to shit. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be that bad.
No.
It just does scare me, because we've done this before, and it really wasn't all that great. Now, again, that was booked by Vince. Maybe Triple H is going to put a different, better spin on it. But if we're looking at both sides of the coin really here, there's also a chance that that can go really bad, and it's going to completely derail both of them, which Seth is good. I wouldn't say he's on like a momentum tear right now like he was back in 2019, but like, I just would not like for that to derail both of them. I don't know, man. I don't know where, I don't know where this, I don't know, again, I don't want it to put them in a bad direction, because this has gone bad before. However, looking at the positives, it does add a different spin to Seth and Punk, which is, again, already can be overplayed at a lot of times, so it does add a different spin on it. And who doesn't want to see AJ Lee back if they are setting that up? Which, again, it's also something like Bell says. By the way, Bell, how are you?
How you doing?
But it's something that Bell says not to get your hopes up for. That is very true. Again, if she does not want to come back, but to me, they made it. I mean, they threw it in your face that AJ. I mean, Big E, Jackie Redmond name dropped her. CM Punk's in the crowd grabbing signs about bring back AJ Lee. He's grabbing this. It just, to me, it looks a bit too obvious. And I mean, who is Punk gonna get to fight, Seth and Becky? Is he gonna go grab Rox? Is he gonna
steal?
Is he going? Yeah. Is he gonna grab? Is he going to grab Roxanne Perez from the Judgment Day? Is he going to go grab Cora Jade from OnlyFans? I mean, who's he going to get? I mean, so they made it blatantly obvious. They made it blatantly obvious to me that it was just what was going to happen, which again, to me, I just really would have, I don't want to see AJ. Now, again, I don't, I've been wanting AJ back the same way all of us have wanted AJ back. But it's like, to me, you don't do that at WrestlePalooza or Crown Jewel. To me, that's either a Rumble return, a Mania return, or a SummerSlam return. So to me, it's just like, if you are going to do that match on WrestlePalooza, are you really doing all that to counter All Out? Which, by the way, fuck, man.
Looks good.
That actually looks like a great fucking show. Especially when they announced Darby and Mox. I'm like, great. Yeah, I mean, he could grab Bayley. I mean,
he could.
He very well could. That is a logical option, especially with, Bayley's whole, like, she doesn't really know what she wants to do at the moment, or she doesn't know what's going on in her life. So maybe they do prolong AJ Lee for a Rumble return, and Bayley would be a good option if they don't want to, do that. Bayley would be a good option. The only thing with Bayley is she's having a fight with her inner character just to what? Go help CM Punk?
Yeah, that was like the ultimate good guy thing to go do, and she's kind of more teasing, listen to that devil on her shoulder. So
Unless maybe she does team with Punk and then she ends up listening to the devil on her shoulder, because AJ and Bailey are good friends. Obviously, people would want to see that feud.
I would.
Honestly, now that you say that, I would actually probably prefer Bailey for now, and then maybe you can do a thing where, Bailey lashes out and ends up costing her and Punk a match, and then at Rumble, we get AJ Lee to come back and set up a program with Bailey.
I would kind of prefer a program with Bailey over Becky. I think there's a few people I would rather have AJ Lee come back and face, and Bailey's probably number one on that list, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
And I love Becky, and I think that program with her and AJ would be phenomenal, dude. But that's just one program I think I would want to see just a little more, man. Just a little more, because, I'm of the opinion that the same impact that AJ Lee had on a lot of women's fans, that I think no one nowadays has that impact that Bailey has. You look at any of these women coming up in this business, they're all like super Bailey fans, and that's who got them into it and all that. Bailey is doing what AJ Lee did to this generation. Bailey is doing it to this upcoming generation. So I think that would be perfect. And as for Becky with all this, man, I really like Becky, and I really like what she's doing. And I really did not like when her and Seth were together on TV. I don't like that mix of personalities on television. It's just, it tries too hard, and I could already get the hint of it tonight with that main event. And I really hope she doesn't actually join this group, because that sounds miserable to me. I don't want that. And plus, that would take Seth. Seth is already so disconnected from his own group already. If his wife is in that group, it would just be them two, and then it would just be Braun and Bronson, and they damn near be completely separate entities at that point. Because he's damn near a separate entity from those two already, let alone you add Becky into the group itself, and you might as well just fucking do a civil war right now, and you'd be better off, dude. So it's just one of those things where, I really hope they don't go the direction of her joining that group, but if they are putting, this thing up with AJ, I would assume that's the way you go. And, people are obviously saying, don't get your hopes up, but it's possible. Get your hopes up, because what WWE just told you in that main event is that AJ Lee is coming back. So if she is not, they look bad, and it is their fault that you got your hopes up for AJ Lee, because that main event, literally every element in it, from the Punk element, from the Seth, to the Becky, to the post-show commentary element, all told you, basically, oh my god, that's a setup for AJ Lee. And if she doesn't come back and you got your hopes up, that's completely on WWE for getting your hopes up against that, because they're getting your hopes up for that. And if it doesn't happen, they're gonna look like asses, dude.
Because and that's true, and that's a great perspective to think about it, because it brings me back to the Royal Rumble, and everybody was like, AJ Lee. And it's like, you can't blame WWE for that, because that is just the audience
just wanting it.
Just, tapping into, the idea of AJ Lee coming back. WWE made no teases, nothing like that. To me, like I said, here, they blatantly threw that in your face. Like, literally threw it in your fucking face. Like, yeah, AJ's coming back. Because, again, you have Jackie Redmond name dropping her on the post show. You have Big E name dropping her on the post show. CM Punk is grabbing signs that literally have AJ's likeness on it, with fonts that say, or lettering that says, CM Punk, please bring back AJ. That's just, to me, why the fuck?
Now you have to.
And again, if he did that off camera, that's one thing. But there is a camera literally filming this man holding the sign, and he looks at it and shrugs his shoulders like, no, that is a great point, man. So I mean, it's just, to me, man, it was a little too blatant to not do it. Now again, I wouldn't mind doing a Bailey program first to set that whole thing up, but It's very obvious WWE wants to trend in the direction of Punk and Becky
The couple versus the
against
couple.
Punk and AJ, which to me I do like. I think Becky and AJ on the mic is fire, but I also think there is other ways you can set up in a nice way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a feud with Bayley and AJ Lee, or Roxanne and AJ Lee, or you know whoever you
Rhea
want to do an
Ripley.
AJ Lee. Yeah, Rhea, and you know you can also do those kind of things. But like I said, Becky is something I want to see for sure. And I overall think that will be the first thing they end up doing, just because Punk and Rollins and now this. So it does make a lot of sense. To me, it's just timing. You know what I mean? It just seems like I feel like AJ should be saved for a bigger show. I think her Rumble pop would be absolutely fucking nuts. And then you know, a Mania moment, or bringing her back at a SummerSlam, I think would be the right call. Bringing her back for a show like WrestlePalooza, for a show like Crown Jewel Perth, to me is just kind of, it's just a little, yeah, to me it's just not really the moves. It's just, again, it's a bad time, and it just seems like they want to, I don't know, continue their agenda of stealing the headline from AEW, but
when they really don't need to. You're bringing out Brock, you're bringing out AJ Lee to beat All Out. You would have beat it anyway. Why are you even on the same night, dude? Again, don't get that shit, man. But yeah, that was a very uninteresting ending to that show overall, and it points to something that now has to happen, because if it doesn't, you are purposely misleading and disappointing your fans, and you're going to blame it on your fans. If AJ Lee does not show up in any capacity because of this, they are going to get, you know, Triple H is going to get on his little post show and say, you know, sometimes the fans just hype themselves up for something that's never going to happen, and throw it all on the fans, man. So at this point, expect AJ Lee, because they made you tonight expect AJ Lee, and if you don't get it, if we don't get it, it's completely on them.
For sure. However, everybody was predicting another member of the Vision. Now, once Braun and Bronson got kicked out, I expected the same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which one would have been worse. I don't really care to see another member of the Vision, only because, like, what does that really do?
There's just gonna be the Pin Man.
It's just going to be the same. I mean, like, who is really going to add anything to this group? You know, I mean, it's just like, there is nobody you can add that is going to do what Sami Zayn did for the Bloodline.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how I think about it. Like, they added Sami to the Bloodline, and the group just completely went into another world, right? But, like, who are you going to add to the Vision that's going to, like, make the group any more interesting? Now, maybe there's somebody that I'm just not thinking of, but, like, you already kind of do have your interesting members of the group with Braun and Bronson.
Exactly.
So it's kind of just, to me, like, I didn't really know how much I cared to see that. Again, and then adding Becky to the group, for me, all that really did was tell me that the Death Riders added Marina Shafir, right? I mean, they got their Marina Shafir now.
Literally the Death Riders, dude.
To even you know, that they got their Marina Shafir to even further the comparison to the group. But yeah, I mean, again, to me, it's just, I mean it's cool, we're gonna see AJ back, but again, timing on that's just a little odd. And even if we don't see AJ back, it does just worry me for Becky's momentum and everything she's done for the division up until this point. So I don't know. It's kind of one of those things where I'm kind of just very middle of the road on it. I'm not really, like, annoyed or pissed off with it, but I'm also not really stoked, I guess, is the best way to describe it.
Yeah, same. I think I would be much more stoked about an AJ return if it wasn't Seth Riders related somehow, man. Because, you know, like you said, it's going to spice up the Seth and Punk feud, but, like, you're spicing up a dried up ass fucking rotisserie chicken here. You could only add so much spice to put some flavor on this already dried ass fucking meal. You know what I mean? So it's putting a hat on a corpse over here, man. It's gonna do something, But to me, man, it's not going to do a whole lot to make that feud last till Mania still.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know, man. It's
tough.
It is what it is, I guess. I mean, we'll see where everything goes from here, but
yeah.
I mean, it's I
don't know, man.
I really don't.
Every fucking one of these pay-per-views with WWE just ends with, I don't fucking know what's going on, dude. They just do random shit just to do random shit, just to get you hyped. Oh, look it, we got Brock. Oh, look it, we got AJ Lee. They just dangle some keys in front of your face every fucking end of Raw, and I'm just asking, where the fuck did you add another key to this fucking godforsaken keychain, dude? Like, God.
Yeah, also, some of the predictions people were throwing out for the fourth member of the Vision were scaring me deep in the depths of my soul. Okay, Tony D'Angelo just doesn't make sense to me because they've established his character so much as a mob boss. So why the fuck would he just go to be a henchman? You have, like, the only two names to me that are acceptable are Ethan Page and Ricky Starks because, you know, and even to me, those guys will, like, probably just end up being, you know, fall guys. They're just going to be the pin guy in the group.
Oh, yeah.
But those are the only two names that are acceptable to me. I seen people throwing out Carey and Cross. Let me throw up real quick. People were throwing around Ilya Dragunov.
God, no.
Holy fuck. I mean, dude. Absolutely the fuck not.
No. Please, for the love of God, no. Send him after Dom and AJ and shit. That's the shit I want to see.
That would actually be great because before Dragunov left, he was going to start a feud with Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, like, what if Dom, you know, obviously beats AJ by some sort of tactics? They're all whipping his ass afterwards, and Dragunov comes back to be the guy to beat Dom for the IC title. I think that's the way to go. Personally, I think Dragunov can have a Gunther level reign with the IC title if you let him.
He really could, dude.
You know, and fuck, I miss Ilya Dragunov, bro.
God, I hope we see that man tomorrow, dude. He's all I want tomorrow, man.
He really is, man. He really is. I think that would be I think that would have been great. But do not put him in the Vision. I swear right now, I swear, do not put this man in the Vision. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, the ending to Clash in Paris, again, it wasn't anything that I'll necessarily jump off the couch in excitement for. It's also not something I'm super upset about.
No.
Because I do want to see AJ back. And yeah. I think it's personally, I think it is a good way to bring her back.
Overall.
But in saying that, I will stand 10 toes saying John Cena should have main evented that show. There's, especially, I don't know, even with no Brock, John Cena and Logan Paul should have main evented that show. That was the match of the night. That was
the feeling of the night.
That was the atmosphere. That was the feeling of the night. That was everything Clash in Paris tonight embodied. Was this John Cena and Logan Paul match? And I did love the match. Again, I'm also gonna stand 10 toes down and say that was a fucking phenomenal fucking match. But speaking of phenomenal, it should have been AJ Styles and John Cena. The crowd was chanting for AJ after Cena did the Styles Clash. Yet AJ got put on Monday Night Raw, and Nikki Bella got a spot on the fucking show.
The fuck, man?
Doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Again, sometimes it's like, I don't know who, it's like WWE books for, you know, the goofballs in the fucking writer's room, or they book for the goofballs that look at the merch stats and the social media engagements. Like, dude, shut the fuck up and give your audience what they want to see. Everybody wanted to see John Cena and AJ Styles. However, the fact that Cena did that might have been a clear message to whoever is booking him.
Oh, that was 100%. This is who I would rather face instead. Him doing that Styles Clash was literally his way of like asking for AJ Styles 1,000%.
Yes, that was John's way of telling them, give me AJ.
The fans want AJ. Look at that pop.
But look, we still got time. We still got time. If you want to do John Cena and Brock Lesnar at WrestlePalooza, okay, we still have Crown Jewel. Come on, bro. You're not completely out of time. If you give John Cena a fucking schmuck at Crown Jewel, I'm going to be really fucking annoyed then. I'm going to be really annoyed. And then, two, I don't know if you want to throw him in War Games. If you don't want to throw him in War Games, there's another opportunity for you to give him AJ Styles. Because we all know if Gunther's good to go, which I'm sure he's going to be the Saturday night's main event retirement match. But you still got two, if not one more pay-per-view to give him AJ Styles. That is the match people want to see. If you don't do that, you're a half-witted fucking idiot, and I don't know what to tell you, and you should not even be in a creative position if you do not give John Cena AJ Styles this year. It really sucks, but I will be able, I can find it within myself to say, okay, we didn't get the LA Knight stuff. I really personally wanted to see that. Okay. But if you do not give him AJ Styles, you are an absolute fucking, you are an absolute asshat. And again, you should not be in a creative spot. If you booked an entire fucking farewell year and do not give him AJ Styles.
Exactly.
And I'm going to continue to say it until everybody gets annoyed with me, because you are an idiot if you don't give him AJ Styles, bro. Out of all the great talent that AJ Styles has been in the ring with in his WWE run, John Cena has been the best one. And if you don't give him that, if you don't give both guys that match, you're a dumb fuck. And take the headset off and get the fuck out of Gorilla. That's just how I feel, bro.
100%.
So, now that I just got done burying Triple H for like the fucking fourth week in a row, for not giving us John Cena and AJ Styles yet. The show itself, like I said,
it was fine.
I enjoyed it. Minus the Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella match. I thought everything was okay. I thought it was a good show. I thought again, everything for the most part was good. And then there was two things that weren't good. Becky and Nikki and Cena and Logan. And the reason that wasn't good was because it was fucking awesome. It was great.
Exactly.
Everything else was good.
Yeah.
Everything else was good. There was really only one thing to me that was really bad on the show.
Yeah, there was one big bad thing. I didn't really like the ending feel to the show. Again, the feeling was Cena tonight. That should have been the main event. But overall, it was a fine show. Just kind of happened, and John Cena was amazing, man.
My guy Duran, bro. What up, my dog?
How you doing, man?
What up? He says he will be all elite full time if they don't give him Styles. Dude,
I don't blame you.
Dude, like you gotta be an absolute. You have to be the biggest doofus on the face of the planet if you don't give him AJ Styles. There is absolutely no fucking way you do not give him AJ Styles. There's no way. Oh, they did the AJ Styles thing.
That's cool, man. That would have been nice.
There's another sign. There's another fucking sign. So that's that. Well, hello, my guy. My guy Gotti is here, aka Mr. Walk him down and cut they shiz off. He says, not sure if anyone noticed, but Cena and Logan did not leave the ring once.
That was great. And another thing about that makes it so great. No ref bump, no stupid shenanigans. It was just a straight match, which nowadays is really fucking refreshing.
That is so Cena's done that before with AJ at Royal Rumble 2017. They didn't leave the ring once.
Yeah.
They did not leave the ring once. So that's actually cool. I didn't even peep that in the moment, but now that you're saying that, man, if that is true, that's really cool. And those guys, they had the longest match on the show, and to be honest, I don't know why they did not main event the show, because for the second pay-per-view in a row, John Cena put on an absolute fucking banger. So, John, I know you like to think you can't go anymore and you're getting older. He's the greatest of all time. There's nobody close.
Nobody fucking close, man. And this really should have been the fucking main event of the show.
Especially with what we got. Oh man, Duran, bro. He says those 3 matches Cena and AJ had are literally probably the best 3 matches of their career.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, out of all the great talent AJ Styles has faced in his 9-year run in WWE, I mean, you look at the names are great, right? You look at Brock, you look at Finn, Andrade, Bryan Danielson, John Cena, all the names that AJ Styles has faced. The best match that AJ Styles had in his WWE run, in my opinion, my favorite AJ match of all time. One of my favorite Cena matches of all time was all 3 of their matches are great. But SummerSlam 2016, holy fuck, that fucking match, that is probably my favorite SummerSlam match of all time. It's my favorite AJ match of all time. That match is fucking phenomenal. Yeah, it is, man. It really is, bro. Cena's had a lot of really good matches this year, man. You look at the Orton match. Again, the Punk match was good. It wasn't Money in the Bank 2011, but it was good. It was very good. The Cody match was one of the that's up there high for match of the year for me.
Oh yeah.
That match was that match was just fucking insane. And then the match here tonight was also insane. And I've loved all of his work this year. Duran, are you going to the farewell tour this Friday, bro?
You can be there, man. We gotta know.
I gotta know, because your boys will be there. I'm gonna get to be a John Cena kid for the last time. So the last time
will be on the 5th.
Is, man.
Damn, crazy, man. Crazy.
Hell yeah, bro. Crazy work. So also, news to you guys. Our news, NHP news. The Friday show, it will be at noon. Like I said, we will be going to SmackDown, so it will be at noon, 12 p.m. Central. So we can hopefully get out of here about 2:30 or whatever. Yes, sir. Duran you will be in town, bro. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Gotti will not be there. This is crazy work, bro. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, man.
What are you doing?
Come on.
The last time is Friday and Gotti's not gonna be there. Come on, bro. Chicago, we need you. We need you in town, bro.
Man.
There's got to be some sort of resale tickets for you to buy, bro.
Gotta be.
Come on, man. What are we doing? But I'm so pumped, dude. I'm actually so fucking excited. Say a prayer for me on September 5th, please.
Bro. Please.
Fuck. I am I'm pumped. I get goosebumps thinking about it, man. I'm so pumped, bro. But anyways, John Cena should have main evented the show. Yeah, that's it. That's what I got. I don't know what Triple H had going on there. But however, if this is your first time watching, you guys do know how the show works. Every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central, we are on here with Unscripted. Every Friday at 3 p.m. Central, we are on here with the news. And for the pay-per-views for both WWE and AEW, we are live directly after the show with the post-show review. Hence, us being here right now, because we are here to review WWE's Clash in Paris. So, if you guys did miss yesterday, 2 days ago, 48 hours ago's edition, Friday's edition of the news, you guys can now watch that on all platforms. That is Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and if you want to see it first, join us right here live every single Friday at 3 p.m. Central for the news. And with that, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official NHP merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Links at the top of the description of this very video where you can find this beautiful piece of NHP merch. Like I said, live on the merch shop. Links at the top of the description as we speak. And with that being said, if that's your first time watching and you guys do not know who we are here at Notorious Heels, I am Johnny, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. Sir K, go ahead. Tell the masses, what are you smiling about this evening?
Man, I'm always smiling on a Sunday night, man. Well, sometimes, man. Sometimes. If we got a pay-per-view, I'll be smiling, man. Well, no matter the company, always love watching the pay-per-views. Always love doing the review for the pay-per-views, man. So that is definitely the only reason I'm smiling here today, man. But other than that, I'm doing good. Just been chilling out, man. Been chilling out. Clash is Clash is over. And now which one is it WrestlePalooza next?
Yes.
Okay, WrestlePalooza is next, and because I don't know what he's looking at me for, man. But I'm excited. And I'm interested to see how everything goes, man. But I've been doing good. Like Toronto always asks, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. Family's good. How is everybody doing in the live chat? Bell, Duran, Gotti, Logan, how's everybody doing? How's everyone doing? Watch the replay. What about you, bro? How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I am doing good. Excited, bro. Excited.
Excited for Friday.
We got SmackDown in 5 days, bro. We got SmackDown in 5 days.
We get the shirt tomorrow, bro. We should.
The John Cena, yes. Everybody, if you're interested in your John Cena Chicago shirt, I swear it better not be fucking ass.
Better not be white, dude. I swear to God.
When we get that shirt, you will hear, which it should drop tomorrow, unless they really want to be some assholes. They could drop it tonight if they really were feeling frisky. But it should drop tomorrow, and you guys will hear about it on Tuesday, because they will be up. Usually, at least what they did for the Paris shirts, they came out on a Monday.
Yeah.
And the show was Friday, right? So I'm hoping it comes out tomorrow, so I can put my order in. I get my John Cena Chicago shit. But the shirt, I don't have a lot of John Cena's farewell shirts. But I get to have the Chicago one, and it's coming in tomorrow. What? I don't have a lot. I only got about 8 or 9 of them now. But if you're interested in your John Cena, the last time is now a Chicago shirt. They should be going up tomorrow. So I am praying to God it is not a fucking white shirt.
Please don't be white, dude. That's all I'm asking, man.
It has to be Bulls, bro.
It's gotta be Bulls, man. Gotta be Bulls. I need it.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, I'm so pumped.
But I'm excited for SmackDown. I am looking forward to SmackDown. It's been a family weekend. So I've been hanging out with some family that has come into town. But I had to take a little break to come watch some Clash in Paris and hang out with you guys, bro, and see the fucking GOAT put on a banger for the last time in Paris.
That's a fucking banger, man.
You know, man, some may say I am a mark.
We are marks for ourselves.
Yeah, we are. I want to say it's 9 of them now. I got like 9 of these This is my last year to be a John Cena kid,
exactly.
Okay? So I'm going to live it up. I'm getting the whole fucking set, though. Normally, I just get the shirt for Chicago.
For sure.
I'm getting the hat, the wristbands, the towel, the shirt, the fucking socks, everything, okay? I'm literally going to get everything for Chicago.
In that title?
Let's just pray it. Let's just pray it's Bulls. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about the title. That might be a little out of reach, man. But you gotta get that set, dude. You gotta hang up that shirt and with the towel and everything. Fire.
You know what though? I feel like I just maybe want the spinner a little more than just like a John Cena last time is now title.
I don't love those like theme titles.
Yeah.
Like they're cool that they exist. I don't think I would ever really get one of them. For really any of those theme titles, like they make like the Triple H one and all. I don't really see the point to those. If I'm buying a replica title, I want a replica of a set title. You know what I mean? So I definitely get that, man. Whoa. Who's wearing that, man? I don't know if I wouldn't be wearing that. Would you be wearing that, man? Are you gonna wear from Gotti? Are you gonna wear a John Cena farewell tour thong, man? The last hole is now.
Please shut up. I'm so fucking tired of both of you. What?
You never know, man. You never know.
Oh.
The last.
No.
Sorry.
No. Please.
Last time would be now.
What?
My apologies. My apologies.
I completely regret looking to my left. Your guy's right.
Literally should have never pointed me
Got
to
you. Got you, bro. What are we doing, bro? Well, I hope they don't have that tomorrow. But oh, Jesus. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this upcoming week. Say a prayer for your guy. I'm probably gonna be the dork they cut to on Friday that's fucking bawling his eyes out in the crowd for singing fucking singing My Time Is Now for the last fucking time. That'll be me. So I'm excited, bro. But how's everybody doing? Thank you guys so very much for joining us here today. The homie Bell, Manager Logan, he is here and he is on time. Actually, no, I think he was a little bit late. Can't give him too much props. My guy, Duran, Jack, and the one, the only, Mr. Walk Him Down and Cut These Shiz Off. Gotti is here. We appreciate you guys for being here with us, man. Hanging out with us, talking some Clash in Paris. Your boy is excited.
Hey, you know, gotta have something on, man. Why not the goat, man? She gotta acknowledge.
I was gonna say, maybe she was acknowledging you, bruh.
Exactly.
You helped her acknowledge you.
There you go.
I told you, bro. Mr. Walk him down. Cut these shiz off.
Gotta get that Ula follow, man.
Hey. Well, Clash in Paris tonight. I liked the show. I enjoyed most of it. Really, like I said, man, really it was only it was really only the Becky Lynch match that I did not like. Also, the main event of the show was good. The ending, I thought WWE had another bad ending.
Yeah.
You look at SummerSlam, they fucking trotted Brock Lesnar out there in the main event. It's just like great fucking match with a bad ending. Good match here. Bad ending again.
Every time.
And it's all just to create shock and buzz. And every time they go to do that, they fuck something good up. So,
well, I thought of Roman. That is, wow. Man, this is fun. Oh man, but yeah, Clash overall wasn't bad. There was a few gripes. I think I liked the opener. I didn't love how long the post opener, shenanigans went on.
Man.
What are you laughing at, man?
I'm laughing at his fucking comment.
Trying to talk about Clash here, man, and you're
okay. I'm sorry.
Thought the post match shenanigans that they took place went on a little too long. Didn't love the Nikki Bella stuff. And John Cena should have main evented, man. Because the main event was fine, but man, that ending just took all the life out of me, man. Took all the life out of me. Jack, man, get ready, man. It's gonna be over and over and over and over again until WrestleMania, man. Just be prepared, man. That's all we're gonna get.
Yeah.
This ain't ending any time. Literally, commentary told you this isn't ending anytime soon.
At this point, I think Becky and AJ, or Becky and Seth versus AJ and Punk, will probably be a good thing because it will give us a little bit of a different spin. But yeah, this is going until Mania.
Oh, 1,000%.
And we are only in August. We're 1 day away from September, but still. We got a long way to go.
Mm-hmm.
A long fucking way to go. WWE's best bet is split these two up in the draft and have Punk win the Rumble.
That is your best bet, man.
Just to get them away from each other, because there's no way. There's no way they're gonna be able to pull that off. Yeah, there's absolutely no way they're gonna be able to pull that off until April. But the stage tonight, I gotta give WWE props. That was a fucking awesome stage. Again, if you zoomed up on it, I wish the monitors would have been a little curved because it looked sloppy because it was just like a bunch of squares and it just looked very it just looked very
technical.
It looked like you asked like a kindergartner to fucking cut out like a curve and they just cut things out
Squared.
like all in squares. That looked a little bit weird, but other than that, if you look at it from afar, it looked fucking awesome. It looked absolutely awesome. Yeah,
Well,
it looked great to me. And then obviously the big thing with Paris, going to Paris and the La Defense Arena. They were an awesome crowd.
dude.
I don't know how Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella managed to kill them that hard, but other than that, they were an awesome crowd. I thought they, you know, they probably played a huge part in the show itself being good, in my opinion.
Oh, 100%. France is probably one of, if not one of the best crowds in the business, man. I mean, just hear them. And the fact that Nikki managed to have no motion for that crowd was kind of wild. But crowd was amazing. And I love the set, dude. A unique set is what we need. Like you said, when you get it, when it's zoomed in, it looked like a fucking Minecraft arch. It just looked like a bunch of squares making an arch. But the overall profile was amazing. The way they did the arch under the Eiffel Tower, sick as hell, dude. Genuinely sick. Love the Starry Night graphics behind it. Very, very great set. Great graphics, man. And please do more of this, dude. It adds so much to the showcase of the show, man, and the feeling of the show. Do this more, dude. You're going to fucking Australia, dude. You could do like the Sydney Opera House as like a stage, something like that, dude. You could do so much cool shit for each show. Continue this type of shit, please. I know they won't, but you really should.
And that's one thing I've talked about with like Chicago for a long time is like, you know, it's
So much.
we have like such an iconic skyline. Like why you wouldn't implement that into a stage to me is just kind of crazy.
It's kind of wild.
Um
You could do if you're into like what's I always forget which one it is. What's the baseball field with the big circles in it?
that's Comiskey,
That
that's the
that
White Sox.
you could put like the Chicago Stars over each one of them because I think there's 4 of them
Yep.
right in there. You could do so much cool stuff with everywhere you go. Chicago, you could do stuff in New York with like I mean usually they do New York pretty stylistic usually, so that's good. But like so many times you're going to a city, you could do so much cooler things than you do. What you did tonight with this stage and this presentation, do it for every one of your shows, dude. Please.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. So I love the stage. I thought it looked great. And the show opened up. Let's go ahead and get us out the way here because the show opened up with the Survivor Series 2023 stage. That was hard. I always love if WWE. It's like with WWE, I either love a really cool stage or like no stage.
Yeah,
because I love the atmosphere of like
encased by fans.
Like you're like you are literally like surrounded by just audience. I think that's a great touch to just the atmosphere of the show. It makes it seem like you have a full house and that like again you're literally like surrounded by just a wall of noise. So I like it a lot. But the show opened up with the tribal chief versus the tribal thief. Roman Reigns came out sporting 2 Ulafalas to represent his his uncle Afa and his father Sika.
Fired.
That was cool. He had a red Ula and a black Ula on. Dude, I thought that was dope.
That look with the black and red glove, that was fucking fire, dude. That was a fire ass look for Roman.
It was. It absolutely was, man. But with that, the match started with a decent back and forth between the two. Roman trying to pick up Bronson. You know, he falls on top of him. Roman can't really get the, upper hand too much. He can't really go into God mode on Bronson Reed. Bronson tries taking his wrestling shoes.
Goated. I love Bronson.
Which I believe Roman wears like some sort of like performance, like boot type of Jordan. So he tried to steal those. Roman kicked him off. He goes for a Superman punch, but Bronson caught him and hit him with a Death Valley driver for a near fall. Bronson went to jump off the top rope for a tsunami and missed the tsunami. Roman Reigns, and and him would battle for a little bit longer. There was a point where Roman was down in perfect position for the tsunami, and Bronson climbed to the top rope, was on the top rope, and Roman hit a Superman punch on Bronson Reed while he was on the top rope. He then climbed up there, picked him up for a Samoan drop off the top rope. Bronson would get up, be met with a spear for the 1, 2, 3. And Roman Reigns wins against Bronson Reed.
Frustrating, man, because dude, it's WWE. I really don't even think it's ever Roman. It's always, to me, WWE making the decisions. They're so scared to, for Roman to lose or Roman to look bad. Dude, it's Roman Reigns. He physically cannot look bad no matter what, dude. And I think Bronson really could have helped with this win. I think, obviously the post-match beatdown kind of covered their ass with the loss, but it still just gives the vibe of covering their ass with the loss. And he just should have won at the end of the day. Bronson Reed just should have won the match, I think, at the end of the day.
I think so, man. I mean, maybe they're waiting on one hand for, to ultimately have Roman Reigns lose to Braun Breaker, and have Braun be the guy in the group to beat Roman. But, like, you could have had Bronson cheat. You could have had him poke him in the fucking eye or something. I mean, I don't know. It's just like, to me, it just seems like it's a way for them to always keep Bronson looking below Braun. It's a way for Braun to continue to look like the stud, to look like the Randy Orton. Meanwhile, Bronson will always stay kind of looking like the Batista of the group. Because, back in Evolution, it was always, Orton that looked like, he was going to be the next future guy. And, like, Batista was the next future guy, but they never, they always just made it an emphasis to say, like, Orton's the future here. It's like kind of what they do with Braun. They always throw it in your face, like, oh, he's the future of WrestleMania, he's the future Mania main events or this and that. Bronson never gets that same kind of love. I don't know why they couldn't have just cheated and gave him the victory here, man. It's like WWE is scared to have Roman Reigns lose, and it's like, he's Roman Reigns. He can lose, dude. He can lose, and I don't understand. I don't understand why they are just so. I don't know why they're so scared to do it sometimes, man. It just, and especially with like what they did afterwards, they wrote him off. So like, you could have even had Bronson beat Roman with a Braun interference.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You could have had. You could have had the ref distracted with Bronson and Paul Heyman. Braun could have gave Roman a spear and threw him in the ring, and then Bronson could have, hit him with a couple tsunamis and beat him. You know what I mean? It's like, there's ways to do it. And to me, it just seemed like a stupid thing for them to do. You write Roman Reigns off of television and also just completely throw away the Shula Fala.
Like, that was such like a cool aspect of, like, Bronson Reed, he don't got no respect. He'll fucking jack your shoes, bro. Like, it's a cool ass thing. And you mentioned it with, like, them kind of propping up Braun a little more than Bronson, and it's one of those things where, like, Braun Breaker already kind of has the edge in, the future of the momentum, all that stuff. He kind of has the edge in momentum for that. So why don't you focus a little more on Reed to get him to that equal level and get those two on equal playing fields, dude? I don't know why you hard always focus on one person of a group you're trying to build up and kind of always leave one of them in the dust. I'm not saying he looks horrible, not at all, but like you said, it's clearly obvious they favor overall Breaker in that scenario of the future. And it's like, if you tried his hardest with both at the same time, both are going to have a very good shot of doing that in the same amount, dude. I never get that, man. I think Reed should have overall won here. I think it would have looked great for him. And I think it would have looked great, for the future of Bronson Reed, man. I think his future still looks great, man. It's just would have looked even better if he got the actual win here, man. So that was my biggest gripe with this match. Overall, I liked it. I loved their interactions. And obviously, that post-match beatdown was, the save for the loss. But, like, it could have made it look even better if he still won.
For sure. And again, you wrote him off television. So, like, again, I ask, why couldn't he take a loss? Now, again, if you don't want Bronson to pin him clean for some reason, that's fine. But at the end of the day, you still could have had, Braun help him or something along those lines. It just,
Yeah.
to me made no sense. It just really made no sense to me why they can be so scared sometimes to have Roman take a loss. It would have done nothing but make the Vision look great.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So afterwards, Roman is over. He's standing on top of the announce table. They cut the shoestrings off of all of the shoes he was wearing, which was crazy work. So they cut the shoes off of all the stuff, they cut the shoestrings off of all the knots in the shoes, and Roman he signs a shoe, throws it out in the audience. They then grab another shoe. Roman goes to sign it, but then you see a dog. This dog, he wasn't just any ordinary dog. He starts walking across the barricade, runs on the other announce table, and throws himself at Roman Reigns to spear him through the announce table. The dog I'm talking about is Braun Breaker. Oh, I forgot to mention, too, before Roman started signing shoes, he guillotined Paul Heyman.
He did guillotine.
And Paul Heyman was drooling out of his mouth. He looked so fucked up.
They fucked that man up, dude.
So Roman gets speared through the table. He then gets, help to the back. They're, carrying him to the back, and Braun, Heyman, and Bronson are walking up. Braun turns around, runs down the ramp, spears Roman. He spears Roman again. Bronson gives him a tsunami this time. Then we get a gurney in the ring, and they strap him to the gurney. And Bronson hits him with another tsunami on the gurney. After this, we get a save from Jey Uso. Jey Uso comes out, starts soloing the Seth Riders. He starts whooping their ass before he, too, is met by a Braun Breaker spear. And, and like I said, he gets speared by Braun. And then finally, the Vision, Reed, and Breaker get taken out of the arena. They get taken out of the arena by security and Adam Pearce and whatnot. And then after this, we get a segment where Braun and Bronson get kicked out of the arena. They get kicked out of the arena by Adam Pearce, and he tells them if he even smells them near the building, then they will be suspended indefinitely without pay.
Overall, I liked what they did. I think it went on a little too long. There was a lot of them walking away, them coming back to hit a spear or hit a tsunami on Roman or Jay, and it was getting to a point where I was like, okay, are you done? Are you leaving? Went on a little too long, a little too much going back and doing more moves. Overall, I liked the beatdown to both guys, and I like how Jay, you mentioned it when it was happening, how would you, the fact that Jay came out, I think Roman wouldn't want that. I think Roman would have wanted him to stay in the back, be focused on himself and the future title shot he got later that night. Because, that's just the Roman Reigns mentality. He was trying to put that onto Jay, but Jay cares too much about his family. That obviously cost him the title tonight overall, because he was fucking destroyed after the opener to the show. So I did actually really like that aspect of it. And, the Bronze got kicked out, fucking walking out. Breaker got no shirt, walking out the fucking arena. Don't know where the fuck they went to. He ain't even gonna be allowed into a restaurant, into a McDonald's without a shirt. So I don't know where the fuck they went. But overall, I like the opener. I like the match. I wish Reed would have won, but I like the match. And I liked all the stuff they did, with Heyman. I thought the Heyman stuff was hilarious. Heyman always trying to beg to be a part of the bloodline again with Roman, and it never works out. Overall, I like what they did. I just think it went on a little too long.
Definitely, man. And Adam Pearce is an absolute demon because it is 61 degrees in Paris with 16-mile-an-hour winds, and Braun Breaker was kicked out of the arena without a shirt on, and Bronson had a singlet on.
Yeah. Bro's just got his wrestling gear on.
he,
Bro,
he kicked him out of the arena in 61
ooh,
degrees.
16 mile an hour. Dude, that is freezing. That is cold as shit, dude. No shirt, just fucking walking around, dude. Oh, man.
Man.
Hopefully they had the car ready.
They did, yeah,
Right,
hopefully they had the heat on, too.
I was saying, did Adam Pearce let them come back and grab the whip at least or something, man?
He's a monster for that, bro. He's a monster. But yeah, yeah, I did. Overall, like you said, like Sir K said, I thought it did go a bit long. Like you said, it just seemed like, yeah, like they were just hovering a bit too long. Like, oh, we're leaving. Oh, now we're back. Oh, we're leaving. Oh, now we're coming back. Oh, it happened like 3 or 4 times where I'm like, just keep him at the ringside area if you're just gonna have him jump back in. Like, it's Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. No amount of security is moving these guys away. You know, I mean, that's just, is, you know, to me, that's just me being nitpicky and something I would have liked about it. But like you were talking about with Jay, I do like that a lot because we just talked about on Monday, you know, this past Monday on Raw, and we were talking about it on Tuesday, but this past Monday on Raw, Roman is like, you know, he's trying to instill the tribal chief perspective on Jey Uso, you know, like, don't care about what else around you is going on, you know, like, focus on yourself, you know, go and win the World Heavyweight Championship, lock in our legacy, and Jey didn't do that. So I think this is something that, you know, Roman would have not wanted him to help him, you know, but regardless, I thought it was great. I thought the match was fun. I thought the write-off was even good. It was just, again, it did drag a little too long, and I just don't understand why Bronson lost, because it would have been even more a reason for Adam Pearce to be upset, is to tell Bronson Reed, like, dude, you already won the match. Why are you doing all this? Why would you have to do this to even, again, further give him a reason to say, now you got to go, you know, because you crossed the line. Like, you know, with Bronson being lost, or with Bronson losing the match, it gave him more of a reason to be mad. If he won the match, it would have gave him absolutely no reason to be mad, which would have gave Adam Pearce more of a reason to be mad at him.
Yeah.
Because the damage is already done. Why do you have to attack him?
It would have made that, like you said, it would have made them more villainous if they're just beating the life out of him just because they don't like the guy. You know what I mean? That would actually, you're right, that would make them way more like villainous, and I think better.
Yeah. So that's that. So I think like an hour later, we finally get to the second part of the show, and it's this match. And yes, you're probably saying to yourself, huh, you guys didn't predict this on Friday. You're damn right we didn't.
Nope.
Because they added it later that night. They added the Wyatt Six, Loomis and Gacy versus the Street Profits, Hawkins and Ford. Again, another props to my man Bo Dallas, who was walking around on Friday.
No mask,
just in Bo Dallas gear, and he was talking to people.
It was cool.
He was talking to Mellow Don't Miz. He was talking to the Street Profits because I guess they've been arguing. He was talking to people, and they have him come out tonight, and he's in full Uncle Howdy gear, laughing like Uncle Howdy.
Every time.
What the fuck?
You take a step in the right direction, and then you do a fucking jog in the wrong direction.
He's backstage Bo.
Backstage Bo, dude. Who isn't back? You got backstage Stephanie back there. You got backstage Bo. Everyone's fucking backstage, dude. Makes no goddamn sense, man. But I am glad they put a tag team match on the show. It was actually one of the better matches on the show, and it was really fun to see, man. You don't always get to see tag team wrestling on pay-per-views anymore, so it was actually really nice to see. I'm not a big Street Profits heel, you know, breakup tease kind of type of guy. I'm always of the opinion that that Montez Ford singles run does not go the way Twitter thinks it's gonna go. Hate to break it to them, but it's just not, dude. They don't even use fucking Carmelo Hayes. You think they're gonna use Montez Ford? That's hilarious to me. But overall, glad we got to see some tag team action on the show.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I like and I think that Angelo Dawkins is way underappreciated than people really care to realize. I think he's very underappreciated. As for Montez Ford, bro, the guy's been on the main roster for 6 years, and I do not know who he is.
I don't know.
He's the only thing I know about Montez Ford is that he's energetic and he's athletic.
Yep.
Other than that, I have no idea who he really is. I also know he's married to Bianca Belair.
Exactly. That's all I know. He's just there all the time. At least Dawkins always has like an edge and an intimidation factor to him, man. I like Dawkins actually, and I think those two are a perfect match for each other.
Mm-hmm.
And people always throw Dawkins to the side, wanting the Montez singles run. I don't think it would work out, man. I think those two are meant to be a tag team, man, because they complement each other so well, man.
They do.
They really do.
They do. So the Street Profits come out wearing Borderlands attire, which I don't play the game, but
No.
I
Cool
have
enough.
friends that do play the game, and I'm sure that they really would have appreciated that because it looked dope. The masks
did.
were really cool.
They actually like lit up in the eyes. It was actually super sick, man. So cool ass gear. Like you said, I'm not a Borderlands guy overall, but for the people that are, I'm sure that was really sick, man. And they got a sponsorship. You know damn well it's a tag team going out there to fucking do that sponsorship for
100%.
Unless you're Drew
100%.
McIntyre.
Yeah. 100%. But and then the Wyatt Six came out. And man, that was awesome.
Oh,
That was fucking awesome. The Wyatt Six came out and the crowd at the top of their lungs were singing Shatter by Code Orange, and that was really cool. The visual of 30,000 people, holding their fireflies in the air. That was so awesome. That was so awesome, man. Almost to the weekend, a little over, but almost to the weekend 2 years ago where Wyndham passed away. That was awesome to see and just awesome to hear the crowd singing that song, man. And I hope audiences can keep that up because that was an amazing visual.
it was, dude. Amazing visual, amazing sound. I loved that theme, and I love the crowd singing it. And the Fireflies is always one of the coolest things, man. So I love that they did that, dude.
100%. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford were like fighting about who was going to be tagged into the match, so just teasing dissension there. Dawkins showed out for a little bit. Montez Ford showed out for a little bit. These two put on some pretty nice tag team offense. They started to get in their groove a little bit, a little bit into the match. They hit, I want to say it was Gacy with an electric chair blockbuster. Dawkins then hits a pounce on Joe Gacy. He sends him right into the barricade, and then Rowan gets in Dawkins' face, and Loomis then pounces Dawkins over the barricade. So now Rowan and Loomis are standing in the corner of the ring, and Montez Ford does his flip where he jumps over the corner, the ring post. He jumps over it, falls onto them, and then Tez goes to get back in the ring, but Nikki Cross is holding his leg. As she's holding his leg, Uncle Howdy comes up, and Sister Abigail's Montez Ford. He throws him in the ring for a suplex into a powerbomb from Loomis and Gacy to Montez Ford to pick up the victory for the Wyatt Six, and I guess further tease dissension between Angelo and Montez Ford.
That's definitely what you want in the current state of your tag team division, is breaking up a tag team, man.
Oh my god.
Smartest thing to do, man. But overall, man, good win for the Wyatts. Overall, it was a good match. It was, and I hope they don't break that tag team up, because not only do you need tag teams, those two kind of need each other, and I think if you break them up, I think you'll realize that in time.
Yes. Yeah, I thought the match was good. I thought the match was good. I thought it was fast paced. I enjoyed the tag team offense, and I did enjoy the match. So I'm glad we got a fucking tag team match on a pay per view. It's awesome to see. Also, a 6-match card. I think it's the way to go.
Exactly. Keep this up, man. Keep this up. Especially RIP Peacock. This was the last pay-per-view on Peacock, man. So if we're paying $30 a month, we better get at least 6 matches for these fucking shows, dude.
Yes,
Swear to God.
for sure. We then get this match.
The happening on the show, I guess, and
The bathroom break.
yeah, the nap time, the unfortunate part of the show, Nikki Bella. That was unfortunate.
Okay. You mean to tell me we couldn't have got Stephanie Vacker versus Io Sky for the women's world title in Paris, but we got this instead?
We got you. You have a women's world championship that has been vacated for about 2 weeks now, and you put Nikki Bella on the show instead.
What the fuck?
That crowd.
Jack has a question for us.
Okay.
He says, why do we want Bo out of the Bray style gimmick? You want to go ahead?
It's not the gimmick. It's just the mask itself, dude. It's a ceiling for him. First of all, he looks amazing when he's outside of a mask. He actually looks like someone you could put a title on, someone you could get behind. All that. The mask is just it's a mask. It's a guy wearing a mask. That's all it is. And I think it's a massive ceiling for him. That I think it would not be there if he didn't wear that mask all the time.
And so the thing is with me, yeah, I wouldn't say it's the gimmick. I love the gimmick.
Yeah.
I think like aesthetically the group looks fucking awesome.
Look dope.
I love the masks. I just wish the mask only went as far as an entrance prop or
Yep.
entrance gear, if you will. So like for me, Bo does not seem like a leader of the faction. He more seems like a fucking manager for the faction. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like when Bray was with the Wyatt family, he wasn't just sitting there watching Rowan and Harper have a tag match. That's like, I feel all he fucking does. Like Bray was dabbling in with, Bryan, Cena, Roman, Dean Ambrose. Like he was a leader. He was a leader of the group. His guys were the tag team and he was the main event star.
Mm-hmm.
Bo, Uncle Howdy, is a fucking manager. He's a manager that just sits there and fucking laughs.
Literally.
Right? He sits there and he does this stupid Uncle Howdy voice and just laughs. For me, I want to see him take that step into a leader, and I want to see it because I know he can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because every time we see this guy out of the mask as Bo, it's fucking awesome.
It's great.
You know what I mean? I love his dialogue. I love the way he comes off in his promo. It's a lot like his brother.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot like his brother. He even fucking looks like his brother now. He's put on some weight, and he actually fucking looks like his brother now.
That's
So
cool
like,
shit.
so I think it's great. I also wish Uncle Howdy was the one that only appeared in vignettes. Or again, if he's going to cut, like, why can't, do you remember the mask that Bray Wyatt returned in? It was the Uncle Howdy mask. Why can't he just come out in that and then take it off and just use it as an entrance prop? And then the Uncle Howdy we see now should only appear in backstage segments as like the
silhouette in the background.
Yes.
Like that, and especially with the mask thing, I love that original mask so much because it was a full mask, and now it's like he's trying to like cosplay. You know, he's got the face paint, he's got the painted beard, but the mask was just a simple and effective, just straight mask, and it's a totally different vibe due to like the Uncle Howdy character that he has to play. And I think that character would be better as just a voice in the background, a silhouette in the background, while Bo Dallas, human Bo Dallas, was at the forefront, and Uncle Howdy was more just a representation of the group and of their struggles and all that stuff.
Yes, the guy who used to, tell Wyndham all of his brutal truths.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he could tell the group their brutal truths,
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's to me what Uncle Howdy should be. Uncle Howdy should not be an on-screen character that we
No.
see wrestling.
God, no.
It sucks to me.
It does.
And I just, again, I don't know why Bo can't come out and be Bo, because when Bo is being Bo, it's better than him trying to be a mythical character.
Mm-hmm.
It was different with The Fiend, because The Fiend actually had a style. There was a certain style that Bray worked, and The Fiend made sense as to, it was Bray unleashing his I guess, more demonic side to him. With Uncle Howdy, it's, I don't know, it just comes off too goofy to me. And it puts a massive ceiling on anything they will do. And again, Uncle Howdy, the character that Bo Dallas is trying to portray, he comes off more like a manager than a leader. And Bray Wyatt was the ultimate fucking leader.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just my take on it. But as for this match, I was not a fan of this match at all. It just kind of came off sloppy, and to me, it just was the sleeper match on the show. I wasn't really messing with it at all, quite frankly.
I really wasn't, man. I think it was a little sloppy. It was overall boring. Nobody was invested in this match. And no disrespect to Nikki Bella, but she just doesn't fit nowadays in the current slot of WWE, man, and it's really night and day anytime she is on television, man. So I think this was a completely unnecessary match for pay-per-view, and I think your vacated women's world title would have been a better spot on pay-per-view.
I think so. So we got Nikki Bella putting in a disarmor on Becky Lynch, which Becky Lynch,
all right, Scooby.
which Becky Lynch rolled her up in what Wade Barrett called the linchpin.
Man,
there's a lot of Claudio references tonight.
A lot of Claudio references. I mean, he is the GOAT over there, man. He's booked.
He's like Roman Reigns, say to Tony Khan.
He's booked like prime New Japan Okada over there for some reason.
Yeah. And that's what I wish Uncle Howdy was like a boogeyman that was like trapped in a backstage vignette.
Exactly. Trap him in a mirror that Bo Dallas is looking into, and let Bo Dallas be the one looking into the mirror, and the boogeyman, Uncle Howdy, is the one looking back at him. I don't want to see the boogeyman wrestle in a ring
with a fucking wig on.
You see his real hair behind,
in a gray painted beard. It looks like shit, man.
It does. It just looks horrible.
Yeah. So we get so Becky Lynch rolls her up in what Wade Barrett coined the linchpin.
It was the linchpin.
And Becky won the match via roll up. Again, I didn't care. It came off sloppy. I ask, why did we not get Io versus Vacker? I feel the crowd would have been so hyped for that. And I just don't know why we chose this over that. This to me is something you put on Monday Night Raw.
Oh,
tomorrow in Paris, Yep. So I didn't get that whatsoever. However, I didn't get that at all. Jackass is Bo hurt because he never wrestles.
He was for a little bit,
yeah.
I remember, but overall, from what we know, he's good now.
Yeah.
So.
And he gets physical.
Yeah,
so.
He obviously gets physical. It's just, I mean, you can only put, that in the ring so much.
I don't know if you meant like legitimately hurt or like character hurt, but if you were asking if his character suffers from it, 100%.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I mean it's detrimental to him. As a matter of fact, it hurts him a lot. That he does not wrestle. So, I don't know what hurt you mean, but we gave you answers to both of them. But yeah, in my opinion, it does hurt him a lot.
Oh, most definitely.
So that was that. Yeah, this should have been Vacker versus EO.
Oh yeah.
The good old fashioned Dooney beaten Dooney Brook match between Rusev and Sheamus. Dare I say, the match was good, but they had better matches on Raw.
They did. I mean, I like the Dooney Brook match. I think it's a cool gimmick, man, but I think it would have been harder hitting if it was more of a normal type of match.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I mean, it was a good match. It was. I just think it was probably the weakest of their matches that they've been having, and doesn't mean it's bad, but the other ones felt tougher, if that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah, this one it made me feel like I don't think these guys, I think maybe adding weapons hurt them. Because to me, when Sheamus is at his best, he's just slugging with somebody. Like my favorite Sheamus match of all time, the match with Gunther from Clash, 3 years ago. It was
It's the slugfest, dude.
there was no Doonies involved. It was literally just him and Gunther just whooping each other's ass. So I liked, I like that. I like that, man. I like that. We got my guy in the chat, bro. Yo, what is going on, my guy? How are you doing? He says, rare I can join the live, but hey, been enjoying listening to you guys on Spotify. Keep up the great work as always.
Thank you, bro.
My guy.
Thank you so much.
Miss you, bro. Hope you're still killing it. And I appreciate you showing love, man. I appreciate you showing love as always.
Truly.
Always, my guy. So, where was I? Yeah, I thought the match was good. Like I said, I just thought they had better matches on Raw, and not that this match was bad or anything. It was just I thought they didn't necessarily need the Dooney Brook match to enhance what they were doing. I think these two are at their best, kind of like Sheamus and Gunther, where they're just slugging it out.
Most definitely. I think if you wanted to put a stipulation to this match, I think a better one would have been something like a falls count anywhere or a last man standing. One where you are really, you can use weapons, but it's more just about these two beating the shit out of each other, and whoever is the last one to be standing, or they'll be on the outside a lot, so you have that aspect. I think one of those stipulations would have fit their matches a little better. But overall, I did like the match. They beat each other's doonies down. It was tough. It was tough. I just think their other matches were tougher, and I think a better stipulation would have fitted them more. But I did like the match overall, man. It was still a really cool match.
For sure. We get back and forth towards the beginning of the match. A lot of chairs and shillelaghs. They were just trying to, beat up on each other with them. We then get the 10 beats on the bar. We then get them with we then get Sheamus doing it with a shillelagh. We get Sheamus doing them with a shillelagh. Rusev gets sent into a chair in the corner, into a Celtic cross for a near fall. Sheamus comes off the top rope to then get hit with a kendo stick. These two battle onto the outside, where Rusev hits Sheamus with a Uranagi through the bar. So Sheamus went right through the bar. The bar wasn't big enough, so the part, I was gonna say the part where he's supposed to fall through with his head did not fall.
No,
and it was just kind of he looked like maybe he smacked his head a little bit. So,
oh, thank you, man. One of my favorite childhood movies, dude. Small Soldiers is truly a classic, man. One of my favorite childhood movies.
Shout out Gonsaku again.
Thank you.
We got. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got Sheamus again getting put through the bar, but his head kind of looked like it didn't fall through at the right spot. So that looked a little nasty there. We then get Sheamus and Rusev battling on top of a double stack of whiskey barrels. Sheamus fell right on his back on the whiskey barrel. Rusev then gets up there and puts in the accolade on top of the whiskey barrels. Sheamus then hits a white noise off the barrels onto two tables. Rusev was, when these guys did get back in the ring, Rusev hit Sheamus, went to hit Sheamus with a shillelagh, and as soon as he swung it, Sheamus met him with a brogue kick for a kick out. Rusev, a little bit later in the match, would hit Sheamus and break a shillelagh right over the man's back. He would grab another shillelagh and put in the accolade, but stick the shillelagh over Sheamus's mouth. And he did the, I guess you can maybe call it the super accolade, where he like completely falls backwards with you. And this led Sheamus to tap out, getting Rusev the victory, which was the only right option here, with Rusev debuting. You know,
this is his first like big feud back.
Yeah, this is his first, like you said, his first major feud, I would say, since returning back to the company. So the only way for this to go was for Rusev to, get the win over Sheamus here. And I thought the match was good. Like I said, I thought the match was very good. I just thought they've had better matches on Monday Night Raw, just in a normal match. But yeah, I thought it was I thought the match was good nonetheless, and I believe Michael Cole said this was only the second or third time Sheamus has ever tapped in his entire career.
That's crazy. It's a crazy statistic. Rusev is one of the perfect people to do it. And overall, I like the match. Like I said, I think a less weapons-based stipulation might have fit them better, man. But overall, was a good match. Enjoyed it in the show. The barrel spot was a little tricky, man. Those barrels were not stable.
Yeah, they were
at
wobbling.
all. You could look at the ref just holding them so they didn't just fucking fall under their feet. But overall, good match. I think a better stipulation might have fit a little bit better, but overall, it was great nonetheless. I'm glad Rusev picked up the victory.
100%, man, 100%. So that was that.
Jack, man, please don't remind me of the video game gimmick for Miro and AEW, man. Please don't remind me of that.
Remember, well, what was worse than the video game gimmick from him was the best man. When he was Kip Sabian's fucking best man at the wedding.
Good Lord, man.
Oh my God.
They had the Redeemer, and they made him the best man. Good Lord, man. Good Lord.
Let's just be glad they took him away and made him the Redeemer. That's when Tony Khan was willing to adapt.
Exactly.
And for the next match.
The true Ed Hart main event of the show, man. Man. This fucking match hit, dude. You know, again, overall, don't love that they went with Logan Paul. Don't. I think AJ would have been better in this spot, man. I think he would have. But man, did this match not fucking bang, dude. Cena, motherfucker still got it. I don't know what he'd be saying. Man can still go like crazy.
Stop fucking with the GOAT. Please. How many fucking times do I have to tell you people? Stop fucking with the GOAT and appreciate the man while he is here. Because, bro, this guy is the same guy that thinks he can't go anymore. John, you are the GOAT.
You're Big Match John.
He is Big Match John for a fucking reason. Because the match is like this. Bro, this dude thinks he can't go anymore.
Bro, you said it during the match, man. Logan Paul looked more tired by the end of the match than John Cena did. That man was moving, dude. He was moving, and it was fucking fire, dude. Man.
Stop fucking with the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
Bro. And it's crazy. The craziest thing is, people hate on this farewell tour so much, they don't even realize the shit that's happened on this farewell tour. This shit has been great. I really have loved every single moment of it, man. John, with all the bullshit that WWE's given him, has knocked it out the park every single fucking time. Every time he's knocked it out the park. So again, stop fucking with the GOAT. This man, at 47 years old, put on a match where Logan was sweating more than he was, putting on a fucking banger. This man, get out of here. Anybody else with any of their other GOAT conversations, just go fuck off, why don't you? Yeah. This man is the GOAT.
He really is, though. Really is. Could Hulk Hogan ever do this? That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, man. But he couldn't. John Cena's the fucking GOAT, man. No one does it like Big Match John, man. He's Big Match John for a motherfucking reason. This match was amazing, dude. Loved it. Loved the sequences. Loved the fact that, you know, till it was pointed out to us that they never left the ring, man. And
come on, bro.
Like that. And again, dude, that is so refreshing nowadays where guys don't leave the ring. That's another reason why you didn't even realize it. That's another reason why this match hits so hard, because it's stuff we don't get. Just straight, great sequence to sequence wrestling, man. Fucking amazing, dude. Love Cena. I love this whole retirement tour, man. You know, it had its little moments here and there where I don't love the decision that was made for Cena, but Cena himself killed it this whole run. I love the heel run. Oh, we see it on Twitter every day. Can we forget this ever happened? And it's picture heel Cena. No, that shit was great. Heel Cena was great. Babyface Cena was great. I fucking loved it all. And in fucking a year and a half, we'll all be seeing tweets of, oh, heel Cena was actually kind of great looking back at it. I don't gotta look back at it because I fucking loved it when it happened, man.
Everything he does touches the gold. He is the GOAT. Who are you bringing to your conversation? Who are you bringing to your GOAT conversation? Hulk Hogan? Greater. The Rock? He's greater. Roman? He's greater. Stone Cold? He's greater. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Stone Cold's probably the only one that might come close.
I was going to say, I think...
He's not greater than Cena, bro.
He's not. He's not. Because I was thinking about that the other day. I was thinking, like, who's, like, the two best in history? I would say Cena and Austin. I think those two are the best. And if you had to put one over the other, overall, I think Cena would go above him, man. But Austin, I would say, would be second in that motion, dude. I do think if you compare, like, those two to a lot of the others, Rock, Hogan, those guys, I think Austin and Cena are the two that strike it the best, man. And Cena, man, specifically, man, come on, dog. Come on.
I know a lot of people will bring Austin to that GOAT conversation.
I respect it.
But he's not greater than John.
I think pound for pound, and you look at like every possible attribute, I think Cena does strike every single box. But Austin is up there, man. He's close. He's number 2 at the end of the day, and that's good. But he's not number 1. I do overall think that goes to Cena. I mean, dude, Logan Paul. It was fucking match of the night. Who cared about this match in the first place? And they made you care. And the match they put on, dude, match of the fucking night, man. Match of the night. He had the match of the night. Fucking SummerSlam. Match of the weekend on fucking SummerSlam. Probably match of the year. If not 1 or 2 match of the year, dude. Come on.
John can have a great promo with anybody. He can cut various different styles of promo. He can work with various different styles of in-ring competitors. He's a company guy. He is the ultimate company. Anybody would kill to have a guy represent their company the way John Cena represented WWE for years, bro. No, I completely respect Austin being somebody's GOAT. But to me, pound for pound, John, nobody's touching John for me, bro. Nobody.
I respect him, man. Man is the GOAT. I love that heel run. I mean, his entrance was amazing tonight, man. It was. Fuck, I missed that fucking heel entrance, dude. That was the most aura thing I think I've ever seen John Cena do. And he's done a lot. But in that heel entrance, was the most aura John Cena ever. And no doubt about it, dude. Those entrances were so goddamn fire.
That was 100%. That was my favorite John Cena entrance ever. Was that dude when he would put the fucking towel over his head, bro? And he had the title, like, wore it backwards.
Oh, man. Goated, dude.
The Never Seen 17,
like,
bro.
Come on, bro. That shit is fire, dude. And this run has been great. It's going to continue to be great. And I don't want to get my hopes up, dude. But with what happened in this match, we might. I hope we get AJ. I hope we get AJ, man. I hope they give it to us. I think they're realizing that's something that we want, and I hope they just give it to us, man.
They better fucking realize something that we want.
Even if it's the most like, oh, here, take it. Just here, damn, take it. You want it. I'll still do it, dude. Because Cena and AJ, they'll make the most out of it.
Yeah. This match, from the jump, well, not from the jump, from John Cena's entrance music hitting, this had nothing but a title match, big match, main event feel. John comes out, France, I love you.
They're
whether
beautiful.
you're Lyon or Paris. These fucks are singing his theme song now.
Oh,
Chicago, y'all got to get with me, bro.
we got to do it.
Y'all got to get with me,
We're
bro.
going to be doing it. Y'all better join us.
If me and Sir Care are the only people singing, I'm gonna start throwing drinks at people because that's ridiculous.
Remember when Pat was telling Cole to get hype? That's what I'm gonna do to whoever's fucking standing next to me, man.
Bro.
When you get hype, motherfucker, sing this goddamn song.
Come on, bro. If we're not singing John's song, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Come on.
They're singing his song. They're singing his song. I thought it was great. I obviously thought it was great. Do miss the heel entrance, but this was fucking.
It was beautiful.
This was ridiculous. The amount of aura coming off the screen was fucking insane here. Alicia Taylor's doing the intros. You know, she's doing John's specific farewell tour intro. Never Seen 17. You know, celebrating for the last time's now, whatever. John gets choked up again. I fucking get choked up again, and I fucking watch the same introduction every fucking week. Every week that he's there, it's gonna be. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be the dork that they cut to. That's fucking crying. So the match starts off very early in the match. John Cena pulls out an airplane flip on Logan Paul. I knew we were getting in our bag tonight. I knew we were getting in our bag and putting all the other goats that they like to say to shame. Okay. So the crowd is super hot for John Cena, and Logan Paul decided to get in his bag.
Yeah.
Or should I say,
get in his all elite tapes.
Get in his, yeah. Logan Paul decided to do some homework. And instead of Adam Page being his favorite wrestler on this night, he watched some Cesaro highlights. Or should I say, the other GOAT, the linchpin. You know, Claudio is like AEW's version of John Cena at this fucking point.
They fucking book him like it, man. They book him like it. They refer to it. He's the linchpin. He's the embassy of violence.
The embassary of violence.
Embassary of violence. Embassary. Oh my God, good Lord, the commentary. But dude, Logan Paul, he got in his bag, man. He's got in his all elite bag, man, and he showed out tonight, dude.
He started doing these European uppercuts, and Michael Cole even pointed out that those were Cesaro-like uppercuts.
Look at that, man. Shout him out.
I don't know who Cesaro is. No. I more thought of the linchpin or the emissary of violence or AEW's God. But
your ultimate demon.
Bro, that man is literally Roman Reigns in AEW.
He is, dude.
That man is fucking booked stronger than the leader of the fucking group.
Literally, he is.
So, for some reason, John Cena then hits a 5-knuckle shuffle for a very loud "You Can't See Me." He hits an attitude adjustment for a near fall. He then hooks Logan Paul in an STF, which Logan got out of it. John Cena gets on the second rope, pulls off a tornado DDT.
Come on, dog.
Stop fucking with the GOAT. So, Logan then hits an overbomb on John Cena for a near fall. He then starts, Cena then starts to shoulder tackle Logan Paul again. They do this part of the 5-knuckle shuffle where he goes to clothesline him. Cena ducks it, lifts him up. Logan flips back and hits John Cena with a Ziggler zigzag. I thought that was fucking dope.
That was really cool, man.
I thought that was really dope. We got a Dolph Ziggler reference. I thought, because, you guys remember the reverse pipe bomb where John Cena mentioned Claudio, Nick Nemeth, and Matt Cardona on there. I thought we were going to see Logan pull out a Rough Rider. I really thought we were going to see Logan Paul hit a Rough Rider. So we get a near fall for a zigzag for a near fall. Logan Paul then gets on the top and hits a swanton. That was very close. And then he gets up and hits a standing backflip on the GOAT. John Cena gets up and randomly digs even deeper into his bag and pulls out a fucking J driller. I don't know where that came from. When he hooked the arms, I don't know why. I legitimately was like, I thought to myself, I'm like, man, it would be kind of funny if he did like a J driller. And then I thought to myself, either that or like Will Ospreay's Stormbreaker or Storm Zero, whatever the group or whatever the name is called. So he legitimately actually did pull out a J driller for a Logan Paul near fall at 2. Logan then hit Cena with a pop-up, European uppercut. Again, very Claudio-esque as well. Logan would then do his own 5-knuckle shuffle. He would then get Cena up for the attitude adjustment. Cena would slide off of his back and hit him with a code red for a near fall. Logan would then hit the titanium fist for another near fall. He then would hit 2 frog splashes, which he calls the Paul from Grace.
Like, he's such a dork, dude.
He then would finally, the last 5-knuckle shuffle was countered. This was the 5-knuckle shuffle that he actually hit. He would then go for another AA attempt. This motherfucker, John Cena. Sorry, this motherfucker, the GOAT.
There you go.
He rolls off of Logan Paul's shoulders and hits this man. Are you ready?
Peak of the match.
He hit Logan Paul with a Styles Clash, and this crowd started going fucking nuts.
Like, dude, he knew what he was doing, man.
They went so nuts, they started doing their AJ Styles chant.
Bro.
And AJ Styles is on fucking Raw.
He's on Raw.
He's on Raw fighting Dom tomorrow. And he wasn't on this show against the fucking GOAT. The match that everybody wanted.
One of literally AJ is one of France's favorite for whatever fucking reason.
They fucking love him.
And John Cena's the fucking GOAT. You had the perfect opportunity and you didn't go with it. And in that moment was John Cena saying, you should have went with it, man.
Triple H, you fucking doofus, Paul. You fucking doofus.
Fucking idiot, man. Why the fuck didn't you do this, dog? Oh, triple bald.
That was some absolute tomfoolery. I don't know how you fucked something up that bad. I genuinely don't. The face that runs the place versus the champ that runs the camp again?
Come on, man.
Come on. What are we doing? It was crazy.
It was beautiful.
That was John Cena telling you, give me AJ Styles.
Yep.
Stop fucking around with me and give me AJ Styles. Which also tells me the GOAT's been watching our shorts.
He has been. What's up, GOAT? How you doing, GOAT?
So the crowd just again rolls into doing their AJ Styles chant. And I'm over here fucking annoyed because now I'm even more pissed that we didn't get the AJ match in fucking Paris. You idiot.
It was so perfect.
Logan Paul comes off the top with a crossbody, and John Cena, at 47 years old, did the roll-through spot. He did the roll-through spot. He hits Logan with an AA. Logan gets up because Cena's waiting for another AA. He then hits Cena with the titanium fist. Cena bounces off the ropes, picks Logan up one more time, hits him with another AA, and seals the deal for the match of the night. And this, fun fact, was Cena's 99th victory on a WWE pay-per-view.
He's one more away from 100, man.
And it should be against Brock.
It should be. It should be, man.
At
So
WrestlePalooza. Because if Brock beats John Cena, we're going to have a whole different conversation on September 20th.
Oh, man. That review is going to be real different than what it should be, man. But, dude, this match was fucking incredible. Incredible. Match of the fucking night. Easily, man. Cena is the GOAT. Showed the fuck out. Logan Paul was able to keep up, and he did his job in this match. Respect the fuck out of that, man. And that Styles Clash was the most from John Cena. This is the type of people I wanted. I wanted an AJ Styles. France wanted an AJ Styles, and I hope we get it, man. I hope we end up getting it. But this match was amazing. Loved it. It should have been the fucking main event, dude. This was the feeling of the night. Truly was the feeling of the night, man. And I fucking loved it, man. I fucking loved it. And I hope on Friday we get something to show us that AJ Styles versus John Cena is a possibility, man. I fucking hope so, man.
We're probably going to get Brock.
We're gonna get Brock, but stop that. I'm thinking we might get that, but we're not. Well, let me have hope for once.
Just imagine John Cena, how hot they were, and how they would just randomly break out in John Cena chants, and like John Cena, like, I don't know, like these little like tunes that they were singing. Just imagine that mixed with the AJ Styles chant for all 26 minutes of this match. Motherfucker, when you put these two in the ring, first of all, I don't know how it wasn't in France. Those guys got to go like 40, bro. They got to go like 40 fucking minutes, because I know they can do it. And my God, how? And this match was great, but how did you pass up Cena versus AJ in Paris as a booker? How did you not see that?
I literally.
How the fuck does your whole fan base see that? And
Every-
you don't see anything?
That was literally the consistency for the show, was AJ versus Cena. France loves AJ Styles. They fucking love AJ Styles. And you put bro on Monday Night Raw in France. You fucking dingus. Jericho being the fourth guy, I would drive into oncoming traffic if the show ended with Jericho joining the division.
Oh my God.
Nope. No.
That would be that sounds like an absolute nightmare, bro.
It does.
I would probably
I think you would join me into oncoming traffic if that was the case.
I think I 100% would.
We'd go out together, man.
So we got a Seth Rollins segment before the main event starts. We got a Seth Rollins segment before the main event starts, but yeah, bro. Oh God, Jericho. Oh God,
Please don't put that into existence. Oh man.
So we got a segment with Rollins. We got a segment with Rollins, and he's in the back with Jackie Redmond, saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, no Brock. Thank you.
Thank God, man."
Rollins was in the back, and he tells Jackie he's always a step ahead. He downplays needing the vision, or he downplays needing any sort of help to become world champion. He downplays needing the vision or any sort of help to becoming world champion. He says, if I need them to retain this world title, then I shouldn't even have it. And I immediately knew instantly that's what Seth likes to do. He likes to downplay things that he's gonna do, and then
does it.
And then he does it, and it's like, haha, I tricked every one of you. Like,
that's my thing. I trick people. Ha 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 ha. Fucking, that's all we get is tricking people.
We then get the video package for the main event that started really cool. It was like a little timeless Tony Storm-ish. It was a little timeless Tony Storm-ish, and then it got out of that for some reason. It just gave very Paris vibes.
Most definitely.
And then it went out of that and started playing like this like cringy WWE-esque rap music, and I was like, okay, thanks for fucking killing the vibe. So there was that. We got some pretty cool entrances. Everybody in this match pretty much had a pretty aura-filled entrance. You got Jay's entrance, which speaks for itself. Punk came out sporting what I think was maybe supposed to be like some MF Doom type of gear. It was silver, gray, and green.
I'm assuming some type of Dr. Doom gear. He did Fantastic Four last time. Would only assume that was the origin of this gear.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, like I said, it was supposed to be like some MF Doom inspired gear. And then we got Seth Rollins and LA Knight. LA Knight's always gives an aura-filled entrance, and then Rollins' song, and just his gear was clean as shit as well.
He did have very clean gear.
The match started off with Jey Uso and LA Knight. They were working together. The yeet and the yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They did also have like a back and forth where the crowd was doing that. We then get all of these guys trying to work together and put Seth Rollins through a table. CM Punk then pushes Jay, and they do the Dudley Boys spot. The Devon get the table. He says, Jay, get the tables. They go on the outside. They set the table up, and they're about to take care of the World Heavyweight Champion, take him out of the match for good. And Jey Uso kicks CM Punk square in the face. He then does it to LA Knight. So I guess this was his tribal chief mindset setting up. Don't know why they wouldn't set Rollins up through the table first, and then he would take them out.
You would expect, I mean, that's another thing the tribal chief would always do, is basically, let people work for you, and that's what that would have done, and kind of look stupid doing it right before they took out Rollins, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. So then we got these guys start fighting in the crowd. LA Knight meets them in the crowd. Punk then meets Jay and Seth in the crowd. They then fight back onto the ringside area where LA Knight's getting a lot of offense on the baby faces. He then goes to hit Rollins with a BFT. That gets broken up by a Jey Uso super kick. LA Knight gets back in the mix, and while Punk is on the apron, he hits Punk off of the apron and puts him through a table. Puts CM Punk through a table. We then get we then do end up getting the BFT to Seth Rollins, which Jey Uso would break up. LA then takes care of Jey Uso on the outside. He bangs his head on the announce table. He then puts Rollins on the announce table and goes to hit his elbow drop off of the top rope onto the announce table, but Rollins moves, sending Knight crashing through the table all by his lonesome. Jey Uso then rolls Seth Rollins in the ring, goes to hit Seth with a spear, but Seth counters it into a pedigree.
Very cool spot.
It is. Always love that spot. He hits him with a pedigree for a near fall. Jay would regain offense, hitting Seth Rollins with a Uso splash, which would be broken up by CM Punk coming off one of the other ropes with the elbow drop. Oh, CM Punk then hits, that was a really cool spot. CM Punk hits a GTS to Uso. And as he's pinning him, he's looking dead at Seth Rollins as Seth Rollins is running at him to stomp him. And Rollins stomps CM Punk.
What he expected.
Clear as day. Don't know how Punk seen that one coming. As he's fucking looking right at him. He tells CM Punk, I hate everything about you. I hate you, and I hate your stupid family. Remember that. Mm-hmm. He then goes on the outside to get a chair, and he puts CM Punk's head in the chair, goes to stomp Punk while his head is in the chair. Punk moves, sending Rollins to just curb stomp a steel chair. Punk hits a GTS while Rollins is selling the ankle. He hits a GTS, drops to his knees. Rollins rebounds off the ropes and falls right into CM Punk's shoulders, very similar to that original Raw on Netflix from the very first Raw of the year where he fell back onto Punk's arms for the GTS. And as Punk is in position to win the World Heavyweight Championship again, we see a hooded figure come in from behind and low blow CM Punk. And I'm like, oh, there's Ricky Starks. And then Punk moves out of the way. And I'm like,
damn, Ricky got skinny.
I'm like, damn.
He got small.
Is Ricky on the Ozempics or like what? Ricky looks pretty small. That doesn't look like Ricky Starks, but who is that small that makes sense in the group? And fucking right after I said that, this man next to me says, bro, that's Becky.
I knew it.
And I looked at the eyes and I'm like, bro, you're right.
So I saw the eyes and I was like, oh my God, that's makeup. Oh my God, it's Becky. And I see the hint of red as the mask has been taken off. I'm like, yep, fucking Becky Lynch.
And I'm like, bro, that's fucking Becky Lynch. So, Jay, or what am I talking about? She low blows Punk. Sorry, not Jay. She low blows CM Punk. CM Punk conveniently falls right above a steel chair. And Rollins stomps CM Punk's head on the chair. And what do you know? Seth Rollins retains the World Heavyweight Championship with the help of Becky Lynch.
But it was interesting overall, man. It was interesting overall. I liked the match. Like I said earlier at the start of the show, when we went into more detail, man. I like the ending, man. I didn't like the Becky stuff. I really hope she doesn't join the group. I think her joining the group is going to take a lot away from Seth in the group, which he is already so disconnected from the group. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm very curious to see how this goes on Raw. And like I said earlier, it's obvious they're teasing AJ Lee. And if that doesn't happen, that's entirely on WWE, because that space that was screaming at the TV is, oh my God, AJ Lee. And if they don't do that, that is just, you're just purposely just, I don't know the word, I'm trying to think of the word for it, but you're purposely leading your fans on to something that might not happen.
1,000%, 100,000%, man, 100,000%. That is exactly the way you should feel about it, because they're throwing it in your face at this point. They are throwing it in your face. We're going to give you guys AJ Lee and CM Punk versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. They're, again, with the blatant teasing on that post show, which they did talk about some more stuff on the post show that we do have to show you guys here in a second. But as far as the match, I thought the match was fine, man. I just thought the ending was a little deflating. And it just seems like WWE has to do these things to build hype and anticipation and again, try to continue setting the world on fire. So I don't know. I don't know what they, I don't know what, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why they do the things they do sometimes, man. Again, it just seems like they do things just for shocking television. So if AJ Lee does not come back and Becky Lynch just helped here, WWE just quite literally will throw anything to the wall to try to get people excited about stuff. So, which again, AJ Lee stated she's never intended to wrestle again, which could be true. You know how wrestling goes, though. Literally anything can happen. But again, if this does not if the outcome of this isn't AJ, coming back, you should be mad at WWE, because they blatantly are throwing it in your face at this point,
purposely misleading you, just for shock value.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, again, it could add a different flavor to Rollins and Punk. It just worries me that, it will very much derail what Becky has going on for herself and what what Seth is doing. And I also don't want them to take some of the spotlight away from Braun and Bronson to then put it on Seth and Becky. I just don't. I don't know. It could go well. It could also go very bad.
Exactly.
The first time it went very bad, but the first time around, Vince was booking the show. So there's always that factor. But I hope it will. I hope everything goes okay, man. I really, really do. I hope everything goes okay. It's just something we'll have to wait and see. How WWE goes about this. Is this a thing that they wanted to do for long-term plans, or is this a thing they wanted to do because they need something for shocking television? Because it's just all they care about these days instead of long-term booking something.
Exactly, man.
So yeah, WWE then, before we get out of here, they did show us some interesting things on the pre-show, but before we show you guys that image, you guys already know, man. We got a word from our sponsor here at NHP, W Energy. W is an energy drink loaded with vitamins and nootropics formulated to improve focus without getting the jitters. W is a clean formula, sugar-free, 0-calorie, free from fillers and artificial colorings with 150 milligrams of caffeine per serving. You can get your W products today with the link below and code NHP at checkout to save yourselves 10% on your next W purchase.
Truly. Always got to shout out W, whether workout, whatever you may need the energy for. Maybe you want to be as energized as this France crowd. If you want to be as energized and as locked in as this France crowd, try some W, man, because not only will it do that for you, but it'll taste good all at the same time. Always have to shout out W.
As always, thank you to the official sponsor of what we do here at NHP, W Energy. So, with that, on the post show, they also did post this on social media afterwards. The Road to Royal Rumble in Saudi, in Europe of 2026. This will be a January tour. We will have some dates, so if you guys are in the area, 4 of these dates, 6 of these dates, I guess, apply to you if you're in the area. But for us U.S. watchers, we will have an international SmackDown on January 9th, and an international Raw on January 12th, coming from Dusseldorf, Germany, and then the other one from Berlin. So,
oh yeah.
More international dates, so we'll be spoiled on SmackDown for that week's episode of news. And then we will have an earlier Monday Night Raw to watch on January 12th, man. So in case you guys did miss this, these are 2 more dates. You guys know I already love WWE doing this kind of thing. I love the international shows, so thumbs up from me.
Most definitely. Same here with the thumbs up.
Yeah, man, and that is pretty much everything. That happened on Clash in Paris. Again, I thought it was a fine show. The only thing I really wasn't a fan of, to be honest, was Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella. I just thought the crowd was dead, and I thought the crowd was dead, and I thought the match kind of came off a little sloppy. I just prefer Becky to be working with other people, and now she's with the Vision. So that is also another thing that scares me because, like I stated in the beginning, she's just been doing so well as IC champion. Why take her away from that to, do stuff with the Seth Riders? It's just, to me, it just
takes away.
It does, man. But yeah, that is pretty much everything here today on this episode of the Clash in Paris 2025 review. So thumbs up show for me overall, and John Cena's the fucking GOAT.
John Cena truly is the GOAT, and overall, I will give the show overall a thumbs up.
For sure, man, for sure. So, that is going to do it. So, with that, thank you guys, everybody who came to hang out with us. Gonsaku, Jack, OG, Logan, Bell, Mr. Walk Down and Cut They Shiz Off, Gotti, Duran. Thank you guys so very much for joining us here today for the Clash in Paris review. John Cena Chicago shirt drops tomorrow, in case you guys are interested. Just want to remind you guys. But yeah, man, that is it. And it has been always a pleasure for my Johnny.
And I, Sir K. And
that is going to do it for the Clash in Paris 2025 post-show review. The next time we'll be on here with one of these is September 20th for WWE WrestlePalooza. So you can catch us then. But as far as the next time we will be on here with a show in general, well, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you all on Tuesday, 12 p.m. Central with NHP Unscripted.
Peace.